Hello and welcome back to the TV of Silvertail, where we're back in Legend of Keepers, trying once more to not lose in a horrible, incredibly painful way. I'm not sure I'm doing too well on that, but we're getting there, bit by little bit. You go at the back, because you don't apply bleeding. You go at the back, because I want you to exploit bleeding. You go at the front, because you can apply bleeding. It actually leaves us pretty weak on the front. We should really have someone else there. Maybe Harpy? The Harpy hasn't had a whole lot of use, but I want to keep these guys in good spirits. Because I do have this bonus for their spirits. Okay, training. I want to get this vampire even better. Passive, more bleeding. Improves his resistances a bit. That's good. Who else? Ah, of course, I've got those guys on. I've got so many of my people out. Air damage and minus morale. Fire damage and burn at the front. Okay, that's good. That's good for our damage over time thingies. You would get a bit stronger. Harpy, what does Harpy do? Harpy gets a bit more resistance and a bit more health. Okay, I think we can upgrade Harpy. What do you do? More nature resistance. Lots of nature resistance on this guy. Passive. Additional stack of poison. Great. I'm definitely going for my damage over time effects. Right, convert this. And again. Just because we aren't getting tears, because we're brutally and savagely murdering everything. What a shame. Moving on. We need more money. Give me money. I wish I could. You couldn't have asked for something less vital, could you? No? Okay. Anyway. In to take on some veterans. Huzzah! Why did it make me double check? I've got enough monsters. Don't I? I do. Okay. This guy's new. I would recognize that face. What on earth is he? Some sort of monk, but that belt looks almost technological. Yeah, whatever he is, he's got a lot of health. Okay. Does ice damage and frostbite. Removes the penalty with the most stacks. Oh, shoot. So he's like a mini version of that shrine, some sort of monk, who calls himself a disciple. One. What a shame. Can't be demoralized. Morale losses. And gives morale back. Are you getting the feeling still that they're trying to shoot down demoralizing? Quite hard. No wonder I'm not doing that anymore. Okay, air resistance. I'm not seeing any fire resistance. Ooh, actually, there's absolutely no fire resistance. That is very tempting. So, ice to the front. You do not resist ice at all. You do a little. I prefer to use you though. So ice to the front, nature everywhere, air at the back. Who has air resistance? You a bit. So this will shove you there. And hope you live? Really, really hope you live? Okay. I don't think the Harpy's that useful to us here. Yeah. We'll put you here and just see what sort of damage we can wreak upon them. Hit them with the saw. And then we have our vampire back. Ice at the front, yeah? So you have ice resistance. Huzzah. So do you, actually, interestingly enough. You have some air resistance, and you pack a fair punch. No abilities to reapply a bleed except for the vampire himself, which is a bit concerning, because by the time they get there, the bleed on them is going to be minimal. Why did I put that trap there? It's doing no use to anyone. I should at least put the one that hit them with air magic. Oh well. Besides, I think one of my boss's abilities is air. Oh well, live and don't learn. Let's see just how much bleed we can stack. How much everything else we can stack too. Come on, give my guy a chance to set them on fire. I mean, not set them on fire, but, you know, blast them with fire. I kind of like this guy's moves. Just punches them in the face. Look at that sheer damage. If he gets a chance to keep hitting, he could wreck things. But sadly, he won't. He won't get a chance to keep fighting. At least at this point, if that guy removes something, it'll be poison, not bleeding. Not that the bleeding is going to last very long, mind you. And there it goes. Weenie. Oh look, we got a soul warrior. Just when you thought you got rid of all of our debuffs. More bleed. Ouch. I shouldn't be supporting the guy who's killing my soldiers, but it's just kind of funny. I'm sorry, but it is. Let's see how you like even more bleeding. Okay, I was worrying about nothing as far as the vampire went. Absolutely nothing at all. These guys even get a turn. Ow. He didn't get a turn. Smack him and bounce that back. And apply some burning, just in case he had any chance of getting a turn off. Oh, look, he still gets his turn. What a surprise. Anyway. Bonk. I think applying more bleeding is what I'm going to be going for, because if they come to him with a whole load of bleeding and he can just keep that bleeding going, that's going to be great. You guys sure seem to be getting your morale back at a rate of knots, which I approve of. Put you here, or will we? Well, if he was here, then I'd do that, but no. We'll put you here just so you can try and propagate anything that's left. Make it bigger, because it might be just down to only 1 or 2 by that point. But by the end, they should have been through all of our worst traps. I hope. Who can we upgrade? You? Fire damage consumes burn. I'm not going to use that. That makes you faster and healthier, which is useful. Ooh, applies air weakness when attacking. That could be useful, because that will make the vampire stronger. Where is she? She's at the front. So if our monsters are close enough together, she could potentially apply a lot of air anti-resistance, and, yeah. Oh, that's a shame. I wish I had the gold, I do. I guess I should work out. Yeah, skipping rope, and whatever. Consumes all my stuff, but makes me stronger. At the end of the day, my character not dying is the most important thing, isn't it? Skeletons get more life. We don't have many of those. Yeah, we'll send you away. We get some tears out of the bargain and some cash. We'll take the halls because that gives you a chance to put some more bleed upon them, which is what we're all about. Honestly, I never want to go to the ice area. It's got some nice-ish effects, but it just doesn't suit me. For one of those, the same group, because this guy was up front, but nope. He still has that same ability, though. You dodge traps. That's very annoying to me. And you take less damage from traps. Oh, and you do a heal ability. We haven't seen anyone who heals something other than morale for a while. Right, well, we need to apply as much bleed as we can. Air resist... it's an awful long way. In fact, they couldn't be further apart, so we're not going to bother with a harpy. Ice at the front, fire at the back, nature at the back. That is a really unfortunate combination. Was that air? No, it was nature. I have nobody who can resist that well. Honestly, I think I'm going to put you at the back, not because I think you'll do well, but because you're kind of a sacrificial lamb in this situation. You resist ice a little, so we'll put you there. slam you in the middle so you can blast them as hard as you can. Because although we're trying to apply bleed, his capability is... Okay, we'll put this down. It'll stack more bleed. This will apply more bleed there. I want to be doing bleed damage as much as I possibly can. After all. And then they get here. So, ice at the front. Fire and nature at the back. So, you actually resist fire and nature, oddly enough. You resist a little bit of fire and such, and use some ice resistance, so this should work out. Just have to hope they don't take out the vampire, because I don't want to have to put him on break. So... Ouch! Ouch! This guy is a slaughterer. Not cool, dude. Okay, so he resists fire a bit, but he shouldn't resist it that much anymore. Oh, come on. Jeez. I was hoping that would go so much better than it did. That couldn't have gone much worse. Oh right, he dodges a blinking trap. Man, I hate that guy. He does so much damage, and he dodges traps. He's just annoying in every respect. Oh well, soon this guy at the front won't be anymore. And then this guy will really get hurt. Better yet, be passing a whole load of bleed onto him. Don't dodge this trap, will you, boy? No, you will not. And he still gets to shoot us first. Right, no point using this one. Spread the bleed. That guy's got a strange death pose. Fire damage at the back, or we blast it at the front. Well, he's got some fire resistance. They both do, actually. This way we do some burning! I mean, this guy's got so much potential. It just, you know, increases the bleeding, stacks more bleeding, stacks more bleeding, stacks more bleeding. Ow. You'll pay for that. I could kill him outright with this, but... Or I could give the one at the back 19 bleeding. That's just too much. That's just too good to resist. 95 damage taken just from bleed. Right, now we kill. Is that 279 damage from the bleed stacks? That's good. I guess I'll increase my resistances. Decreases damage taken. Right, a lot of our monsters got a bit of a beating there. Who can we train? Can we make our vampire better? We sure can. Attacks apply bleeding 3. His attack gets higher, his health gets higher. Imagine, can you imagine if I had 2 or 3 of these guys in a line? That would just be death. Okay, give me the thigh cellar or something. Oh darn it. Yeah, that thing doesn't work as well as I'd hoped it would anyway. So, never mind. Ooh, maybe I should go to the black market and sell one of my people. Specifically, you know, the purely morale hitter over here? Just a thought? Yeah, oh, we don't get much for you. Bye-bye! I know you served me very well in a lot of other playthroughs, but we're not using you in this one. Sad but true. We're just not using you. Although a spare monster wouldn't have been bad. Probably the wrong choice. You heal. You can't be demoralized. Dodge traps. It's basically the same setup again, isn't it? Except in a slightly different order. Which means I should be using the same sort of strategy, but trying to remember just how much blinking damage that guy does. Jeez, nature at the back and fire at the back. See, that guy's tanky, but he's not that tanky. I kind of want him to be doing the max damage, but... Applies bleeding 3, applies bleeding 2, so we want you to last longer, and you have a bit more resistance. You resist one but not the other, but you should maybe survive? Then we'll let you blast them. And then we will hit you with the weaker saw, because you can dodge that one all you like. Then we hit you with the good stuff. And then we kill you with Vampire, who can go at the front. And I guess we'll do this same setup again. It's basically the same people again. I mean, it is the same people again, just, yeah, different order. Hopefully this will work better, because this guy won't die immediately. Yeah, I mean, he's not going to get a turn, unless... He might be able to resist enough of her damage to actually get a turn. Besides, this guy does more bleeding damage, which is definitely something we want. Yes, he survives long enough to get us another turn. Oh wait, no he doesn't. Aww. Well, that's a shame. At least maybe this guy will get a little bit more time. He should be able to resist. And we get more bleed off, because this one does more bleed. So that's good. Also, this one is the one being blasted with fire. Doesn't seem to be making that much of a difference, though. Still, we do get a second burning attack. So that doesn't hurt me. It hurts them a lot. Fire demon beaten with fire. That's just sad. Okay. This is the time for bats. Bats and blood. To be fair, one interesting thing about the vampire is the attack strategy normally ends up killing from the front back. But if he can just keep pushing the bleed backwards, then by the time you get to the one at the back, whose damage might be the least, suddenly you might be able to take them out with a single stroke, no matter how much health they have. So, I mean, he could almost kill that guy outright. Or keep on shoving that bleed back. I feel like shoving the bleed back just does more damage total. Okay, that guy shouldn't get a turn now. Oh, and he should hopefully get a chance to... increase the bleeding? Okay, now I just need to make sure that, yep, I get a chance to shove all that bleed back. I got an achievement for that one. How much damage will this do? I have to know. Not as much as last time. But that was fun. Mortar. Fire damage and applies burn. To the back, specifically. Just to the back? That doesn't seem very good. Maybe it upgrades? I'm going to take the money for things that I know I want. If I was going for a heavy burning strategy, it might be different, but I'm not. Right, let's get you guys a rest. I said a rest. Shame, I really want those two to be out at the same time. Because they've got a lot of potential together. Such is life. Maybe he'll get a rest in the end anyway. I think I'll put you out to rest while I'm at it. Yeah, let's work out. Rings, weights, I can do both. I'm getting into one buff boss. Oh, the sanctuary. I should have looked. I should have looked. And saved. I could have gotten this one. Oh. I should always look ahead and see if there's like a sanctuary or something, because those are always good. Okay, what do you want? You're not getting my blade traps, but you can have both of my demoralizers. Give me that sweet, sweet money. Uh-oh. We've got an event. Flying dagger. Doesn't that do bleeding? I want to say that does bleeding. It does. Only to the front, though. But a fair bit. Maybe this could actually end up working if it applies so much to the front, and then we can push it back. Okay, I wanted to put you on rest, but if we're facing a boss, I might need you. I'm fine with my monsters, thank you. The ones who need a rest are resting, the ones who don't aren't. Why is that so hard to understand? Okay, who am I facing? Don't tell me it's someone who can't be bled. Oh, hello, madam. Oh, I remember this one. This one can stun lock the back line, right? Yeah. Stunned if she's affected by at least one penalty. And if I'm playing this right, she will be. When she kills the monster, they all get stronger. Cannot be demoralized. And heightened armor. That's a pain. Well, fortunately we get our chances to bleed everyone first and foremost. So we'll hit them with a lot of bleed. This will top it up. I mean, this does 6 bleed overall, and that does 3 bleed overall. If it was right before the vampire, then maybe. Alright, let me see. Physical at the front, nature at the front, physical at the back, but they'll stun lock whoever's at the back. So, someone who can survive her strikes. This guy can go at the front, this one will go at the back. He's got a fair bit of health. And we'll put our poisoner in the middle. Stack a bunch of poison on him. And then I think I know for a start I want you in the middle. You've got a fair bit of health. You should maybe survive a hit or two from her. Shoot. You resist nothing of that. So I'll put the little goblin at the front. This team is actually not great because I don't have a lot to protect the vampire with. I need some bulky ones to keep him safe. Maybe that's just it. Maybe I just need some guys with high resistances there. Still, we're doing some decent bleed right now. We've already got them up to 6 bleed apiece. And then we're topping that back up to 6 bleed apiece. So they're coming into this fight pretty well bled. Okay. And he's still missing an arm. Right. Bombard them! Sheer toxicity. Ow. And he's stun locked. Of course he is. I mean, I knew that was going to happen. That's interesting. You're doing so little damage to this guy, right? Shouldn't that be doing a lot more damage? Why isn't it doing that much damage? Oh, 100% of the final damage. So you've got so much armor that it doesn't do anything. We'll just bleed you then. Yep, this guy's stun locked, but hopefully he'll survive while stun locked. Survive long enough to keep this guy shooting. Yeah, he gets another barrage. Oh, and we get a bone warrior. Even better. The guy in the middle is not going to last very long. Which is great, because then we can shove any bleed we get on this guy right to the champion. We're going to need that level of bleed for, I think. Oh, I didn't actually think he'd get another turn. Speaking of another turn, even more toxicity. They're more poisoned than bled. Except on the front, of course. Uh-oh. This is going to be bad. Yeah. That's a shame. Oh dear. You know, actually, maybe I should just do this one. Because the guy at the front probably isn't going to survive the vampire anyway. Right? Okay, I think I'm going to shoot this at the back, because the guy at the front is pretty doomed. Ooh, interesting. That's barely going to do any damage to you, but that would kill him outright. But I do want to apply that to the back. You've got that much... Yeah, I think I actually need to do this. Just to get rid of him. The champion might be a bit of a problem, but... Yeah, he can keep poisoning her. And the vampire will keep bleeding her. I don't suppose this then bounces against the back wall, does it? No. That'd be a shame. Obviously, that'd be great. You can't blast it back to an enemy that isn't there. I guess the goblin gets the kill. Grand champion taken out by a goblin. Goblin Slayer told him so. Right, what do you do? Monsters killed come back to life as Skeleton Warrior. Now, that's interesting, actually. If I put him in the middle, such that monsters were dying all around him, and the Skeleton Warriors do bleeding damage, I'm gonna get you, because I'm tempted by what I can do with you. Oh, I didn't... Wait, you're on burnout?
Good work. We'd like to offer you a promotion.
Not about time. Thank you. But why does the promotion come with... Oh, hello. Woo! Oh! We get our mini-bosses with a promotion. I already know who I'm going for. Father of the Damned. Ice damage and morale. That would be great. Morale and terrified, that would be great. What do you do? Bleeding at the back. Demoralized. Attacks of 30% per missing from the target. Dang! That'd be so great for morale. But this is the one! Of course I'm going for the freaking Hydra. It's the closest one to a dragon. And look at all the debuffs it can apply. It can apply so many damage over time effects. And it looks the coolest. I'm definitely going for the freaking Hydra! Well, that's nice. We don't get a debuff anymore. For our promotion, we get an intern. Oh my goodness grief. I need this Hydra in my life. Please, devs, make a dragon. I need a dragon in my life. Oh dear. I'm mad. Mad for dragons, so I am. I so am. Okay. Now that hilarity is out of the way, let's, I forgot to check if there was anything I want to use this for. Again. No, there isn't. That's great. Trainer. Let's see who we can train up. Ooh, right, we've got some new peeps, haven't we? Can't train him up anymore. What about you? I want to see if we can get this better. If I level him up, I want to see if I can get that better. Transforms the group of monsters into random skeletons. Don't really care about that, but making you healthier means that this will run for longer. Potentially. I do want you hardier, because you are a tank. Right. An event? Oh, I can't wait to... Oh, I want 2 of you! Well, that's so much money, though. I would never have had that. Garbage chute. I wish I could. Okay, let's try out our new Hydra. I must try out our new Hydra. So badly I want this.
The marketing team has decided to add a resting area to our dungeons.
You know what? I don't even care. Look, there he is! The colossal Hydra, right before me. Oh, I love him so much. Oh, hello. Oh, so you're like the monk guy again, but an upgraded version, right? Sage. Or maybe not. Yeah, Ice Punch removes penalties. Ignores the first attack suffered. That's annoying. Dodges the first trap. And shoots ice on everyone. And applies an elemental resistance on everyone. This is full on ice, isn't it? So if you dodge the first trap, then I guess I'll hit you with this one first. Removes 2 penalties with the most stacks applied. That couldn't be worse. Actually, hold on, that's right after the trap. Which means that there's no point putting a high level trap there. Oh darn. It's going to take all the bleed off them right before my vampire. That couldn't be much worse. Okay, they don't like ice. Who here can resist ice? Next to nobody. Right, that's a thing. I guess in that case, I'm going to put you folk around. You actually hit everyone. And you hit everyone. And you don't resist ice up well at all. No, I think it's going to have to be these ones. That's not a great setup for us, but it'll have to do. And then we hit them with... What's the point? What's the point of applying more bleed? It's going to be taken off. Maybe the air... If that ends up being a stack higher than the bleed, then it might not take off the bleed? Maybe? Okay, ice everywhere. But specifically at the front. So whoever I want to protect needs to go at the back. right? At least my good guys actually have some ice resistance. So we'll put you at the front, because you've got slightly more health than the goblin. Put the vampire at the very back. And you here. Because the vampire is the one I want to protect more than anything. Oh, I love you so much. It looks so cool. Oh, I can't believe I'm so overjoyed with this. Of course, he dodges the trap annoyingly, but there you go. Can't be avoided, can it? Oh, and you move them around. You're a nuisance. I always forget that you exist. Monsters in front of her, of which there are none. At least she can reduce his damage, right? Oh, ignores the first attack, of course. Well, I couldn't have done anything else, could I? Not really. At least I can apply some nasty things to them in the meantime. I'm almost glad I'm going for the kill strategy now, because otherwise I would have had to pick something other than the Hydra. If I was going for morale, I couldn't have picked the super cool Hydra. That's the real incentive to not go morale anymore. You don't get cool Hydras if you go morale. Oh, I'm over time. Oh well, I'll finish this battle, then I'll have to call it a... Yeah, just reapplying the bleed so it can get stripped off by the altar. But it'll get to hurt them in the meantime. I might as well do that, because the burn won't last. Oh, that empowers me too. Nah, it's going to strip both of them off, because they've got no other stacks of anything. Oh! It doesn't take off elemental resistances? That's good to know. It's not good, but it's good to know. Ow! Well, that does nothing. And that doesn't do much more. Your physical resistance is slightly lower? What stacks of bleed? He died quickly. But hey, now we have another person who can reapply all the bleed he lost. So, random skeletons. No thank you. The thing is, that's probably not going to reapply to this, is it? Like, if that dies, he's not going to bring it back. No. But it does mean that we then are guaranteed, but, well... Oh, I don't know. I don't know what's next anymore. I suppose I should have put that guy at the very back, just so that, you know, should the vampire die first. Well, these guys have got decent ice resistance. They're not decent enough. Okay, we shove this back. Oh, I should have just gone for the kill on that guy, shouldn't I? Oh, wait, no, of course. I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have gone for the kill. Oh, I get a chance to anyway. But this means I don't get to see the Hydra! Oh, it means our vampire doesn't get demoralized, so I guess that's for the best. Sorry, Naga, we have, there's a new snake in town. Right. You need a break. That's a shame. You do not need a break. That isn't a shame. You know what? I'm going to shove you here. I think. Because you're a bit more of a blaster. You know what? I'm going to put you in the back too. Because you two are like tanky. And I'll put you in the front instead. Yeah. That sounds good to me. Can't level you up anymore. Could make you a bit hardier. Ooh, make you hardier is better. Because I need that, I need you tanky. That is your entire purpose in my group. Oh, lost adventurer. Let's just catch him. He'll wish he was killed. I guess making you a bit sturdier would be a good thing. Making you sturdy... Well, you're really unsturdy. We'll upgrade you a little. I think I'm actually just going to take the event. Oh, that's a waste. Oh well, I guess we'll take the vegetables here. Oh, right, I forgot. I was supposed to end this episode. I get so caught up. You know what? I'm just going to stop here. I'm just going to stop here. I totally am. And, just stop the recording, start a new one, record another episode right now, because I can't have these things running on so long. Hopefully next time we get to see the blinking Hydra. I actually want my monsters to die so that I get a chance to see the sweet, sweet Hydra. Anyway, yeah, I'm stopping here. I don't care. This was Silvertail. Be sure to come back if you like what you see. We'd always pack a plan D, because here there be dragons.